Hamza. He showed his level. It's a hype job. An exposed hype job, pumped up. No good. Sandy looking cat. That's what he is. And it was despicable, this robbery here. Ademez, for me, was the performance of the night, if that makes sense. I can't think of no one who outperformed Ademez in terms of the expectation and also the skill level. Yes, Parker knocked Piccoli's head off, but really, the skills I saw from Ademez, I can't, in recent history, name me a fighter. Canelo don't do that. Canelo ain't coming in. When Canelo was fighting Callum Smith, he's got his high guard here. He does a little bit of head movement, usually on the way out though. He's not in there stalking someone. Just crazy. He's like he was in the Matrix, just seeing it all coming. And Hamza's jab's not... Listen, Hamza might be a useless sack of lanky shit, yeah, but his jab's good. It's very quick. So for Ademez to be... It's like he knew... It's like he had the script of when Hamza was going to throw things. You know when you see these corny pad sessions and someone's in there and they're doing all this and it looks great, but you know, they've rehearsed that combination 20 million times, so they know it's coming. It was like that. Ademez was just taking the piss out of his jab. Taking the piss out of him. Seriously, took the piss out of this guy. He broke his spirit as well. There was nothing wrong with him. His hands are just fine. His spirit got broke. And I get it. Yeah? When you're used to going in there, big and lanky and shit, just popping your jab out and the head's coming off. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's all fun and games. Oops. It's all fun and games. But when you have that mentality of, oh, I'll go in there, I'm lanky, I'll pop you in your mouth and you're not going to like it, and you're not going to have no answers, your footwork going to be too slow, your head movement going to be no good, and you're going to get punched up. When that's your reality, and then you get in there and someone's mugging your jab off for fun. People, Ademez didn't get out of second gear, if I'm honest. Seriously. Ademez didn't get out of second gear. He was slipping ahead the same way from round 1 to round 12, taking the piss out of him. Seriously. He mugged him off. And you can see in Hamza's face. He looked like he wanted to cry to me. I get it. When you're used to blowing someone's head off, and this little dude pieing you off, and giving you the old school Fidel Castro and Che Guevara. Ow, coach, ow. He's not standing there like a big stiff plank of wood. Ow, coach. I can't just stand behind my jab and let my lankiness do the work. Ow. Oh, actually have to fight. Oops. Turns out Hamza the big killer. He don't want to fight. He was told, and yeah, the corner advice was bad. The corner advice told him, oh yeah, you're winning the fight after 8 rounds. He was down 6 rounds at that point. It was 6-2 after 8, for sure. No doubt about that one. It was 6-2. Yes, the corner advice was bad, but guess what? In rounds, I think 11 or 10 or 11, his corner told him he needed a knockout. What did he do? Oops. He did nothing in there is what he did. He did nothing in there at all. Nothing in there. This guy's no good. And they will never do the rematch. They'll never do the rematch. People, if Ademez was seeing that jab coming from 10 miles away back then, he'd got the reading of this guy. And to be fair to Ademez, again, I didn't back him initially. I'm going to tell you about the Kabbalah rigging Betfair scam as well in a minute, but I didn't back him initially. But if Ademez in the build-up to the fight, he said, this guy ain't take this hype job, he's not taking what I've worked for, and I didn't believe it. But when I saw him in there, he really was about it. To me, he showed old schoolness about him. He did show old schoolness about him. Super calm, super with the head. Never saw him really in trouble, bothered. And he deserved this win. Unanimous decision, 10 rounds to 2 is what this was. Fact. Biggest robbery I've ever witnessed in person, to be honest. Especially when you're an underdog. Especially when you have to take the belts from the champion. What are you smoking? This wasn't even a bit close like that. People talking about Taylor versus Carroll. Carroll stinks, people. He stunk in that fight. He might as well, to be fair, tomato for Carroll versus Taylor 1. No one cares about that stinking fight. This was a robbery. Let's talk about this one, shall we? Carroll stinks the place out, man. He don't do nothing. Ademez show you what a real robbery looks like. He punked this guy. He punked this 4-1 favourite. Punked him, seriously. Hamza won't be the same after this. He won't be the same. What's he going to do? He won't be the same. Hamza needs to fight people who are stiff and stand there and can just get their head boxed off like a heavy bag. If you stand there in front of him, he's good. Who can't do that? Who can't be 7 foot tall and stand there in front of a bunch of midgets and slap him in the mouth with a jab? Anyone can do that. I didn't see no skill from Hamza. I saw him as a big, lanky, stiff, heavy bag. Yeah? Ademez looked to me like he was having a sparring session. Just working, dude. Up and down, touching his body, slapping his head. No problem at all. Yeah? And I'm sick of these robberies. Frank Warren is one of the most smarmy... Oh, people, I've got a video coming later in the week. Frank Warren saying that the judges' scorecards were wrong. They said that Hamza should have won clearly. There's no integrity in this game, people. I'm telling you now. If I lost a fight like that, I'm having to tell the truth, man. I'm obliged to do that. It's not like it was legitimately close. For example, I don't know. Bivol versus Beterbiev won, for example. Like, what am I saying here? If Bivol wanted to believe he won that fight, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not saying Bivol should come out and say, yeah. I think, well, he did get punched up down the back straight, but you know what I mean? There's something a little bit there. Hamza? I can't tell you one round he had marked success in. Oops. He needs to come out and own it. Yeah? I lost that fight. And if he wants a rematch, do that. But you did lose this fight, is what you did do. That's what happened. You proper got filled in. Old school. He give you the old school work. Because these new age fighters, they're all straight up and down European style. 1, 2, 1, 2. Adamez gave you the James Toney, man. Just all over your ass, taking the people. He took the piss out of him. He took the piss out of him. I felt bad for Hamza watching it. I did feel bad for him. Yeah, when you've had so much hype pumped up your backside, and you get in there and someone's just mugging off your big lanky jab, he's like, oh, man, coach. Oh, Master Boss, he's not standing there, man. Oh, man. Oh, boss, he won't stand there. He wanted a heavy bag. Oh, Hamza will be at home, rubbing his head because he got whapped up. Oh, coach, he didn't stand there like a heavy bag, like all the other stiffs I've had in there. Oh, coach, why wasn't he standing there? Why was he slipping my jab for fun? Why was he taking the piss out of me for? That's what Hamza will be like, in denial and shit. I can't stand no robberies. That's what I can't stand. Not on these circumstances. Not on these circumstances. Adamez is the underdog champion who's about a foot smaller. Hamza going in there like a cruiserweight. And for him to pull that off, phenomenal. Carlos Adamez